learners, and welcome to the session on Tribes of Assam Part 2. This is from the course BSW 044 and I, Professor Rosnembia Kim, is a course coordinator. But before we move ahead, let me have a quick recap of what we did in the earlier class. We began session 1 or part 1 by introducing incredible Assam. Why Assam? Assam, which is rich flora and fauna and cultural activities, was being introduced, and we also talked about its population and religion. The population which was exceeding 2 crore and a religion which have not only Hinduism and Christianity but also Buddhism. Now we also looked at the various tribes that was existing in Assam. We discussed the Bodo tribes, who were one of the known original inhabitants of Assam. We also discussed about the Mishing tribes, the Karbis and the Rabas tribe were also discussed. Now these decisions of the different tribes or the tribal population that we discussed involved about the marriage rituals, the religion they practice, the culture they are part of, and also some of the magical religious beliefs. Now let us look into the other tribes found in Assam. Let me start with the SONOWAL-KACHARIS tribe. The SONOWAL-KACHARIS are a division of the Bodo-Kachari family of the Tibeto-Burmese speaking group. They inhabit the Dhemaji, Lakhimpur, Dibrugarh, Tinsukia, Sibsagar and Golaghat district of Assam. During the rule of the Ahoms, the community was engaged in panning gold from the sand of the banks of the rivers and their tributaries, and hence the name Sonowal, that is gold washers. The village of the SONOWAL-KACHARIS are administered by the village headman Gaumbura. They have a barik who is charged of the Namgor, that is the place of worship. The Pathak is assigned with the honorable job of reading the religious book in the public. Ashirbadia offers the blessings. The Gidkahis are expert in singing religious songs, especially the Husori. The Medi is the chief of all religious functions. The Tamuli is responsible for supplying betel nuts to the audiences, and there are teams of religious dancers called the Gayan Bayan. Namgor is also the place for solving the village disputes which are placed before the village elders. The main source of livelihood of this community is agriculture. The common crops are the sali and ahu paddy. They also grow mustard seeds, potatoes, sweet potatoes and matima, which is the pulses. Rice is the main food with pulses and vegetables. Hajj, the locally made rice beer, is commonly used by the people. Serving of betel nut is a sign of warm greeting to any visitors to a family. The SONOWAL-KACHARIS are monogamous. The marriage within the same clan is prohibited. They have 4 types of marriages. Borbia, it is observed with all the tradition to which the whole society is witnessed. The Nawadoa is a special ceremony observed during this marriage where the bride is bathed and dressed in new clothes given by the bridegroom. The other type of marriage is Hombia. It is performed in a traditional Hindu way in which a Brahmin priest is involved. The third one is Gandharva, that is a love marriage when the couple take the initiative without the consent of the parents and then a few days later send information to the parents of the girl. In this type of marriage, bride price is charged and the amount depends on the status of the groom. And the 4th type of marriage is Churchuria or Rabasarikya Bia, that is marriage by running away. An unceremonious feast is given to some of the elders of the community for legalization of the marriage. Both the joint and nuclear family systems are seen in this group of people. The family property is equally divided among the sons of the family soon after the death of the father, but the house is inherited by the eldest son. The SONOWAL-KACHARIS are divided into 7 exogamous bangshas or the clans. By exogamy, we mean you can marry outside your social clan. Now they are Balikhitiare, Chiripuria, Arambamia, Dhulia, Ujjaini Kuchia, Namoni Kuchia and Tipamia. Now some of the pronunciation of these clans might be wrong, so first of all I would like to apologize for the same. These clans are again divided into 14 calls, that is sub-clans. They are Hangrar, Mukhtal, Madan, Manikyal, Hemal, Formal, Borhajol, Saruhajol, Kumral, Dekhyal, Dingyal, Lothyal, Dangral and Chetial. The beauty of this clan system is that there is no higher or lower rank among the clans, and the clan is traced from the characteristics of their ancestors. By religion, they are the followers of Mahapurushya Vaishnav Dharma and disciples of Aunitya Satra and Checha Satra. That is, a Satra is a monastery typical to Assam, seat of the religious head, the Satradhikari. Like the other Kacharis, they worship Shiva and observe Bathau Puja. Sacrifice of animal form an integral part of this puja. A special song called Haidang is sung during this puja. The other household deities like Burapoha, Sargadeo, Phirdiya, Moragdiya, Lakshmidiya and Mahadev Deva. Lakshmidiya and Madhav Deva are also offered special obligation. These deities bring peace and happiness. Besides this, SONOWAL-KACHARIS observe Gatigiri Boj and Gajai Boj for the general welfare of the village. They celebrate the festivals of Assam. The Rongali Bihu, Bhogali Bihu and the Kati Bihu are the major festivals celebrated by the SONOWAL-KACHARIS. The dead are cremated, but the children below 5 years are buried. They observe Tilani, that is the 3rd day, Dadinai Daha, that is 10th day, and Kuridinai Kaj, that is the 20th day after the death of a person. Nam Kirtan, that is religious singing, and a common feast are arranged on these occasions. Now let us look at the Dimasa tribe. The North Chachar Hill district is the homeland of the Dimasa tribe. They are also found in the districts of Karbi Anglong and Chachar Hills. Ethnically, they belong to the Indo-Mongoloid stock, and linguistically, they are of the Tibeto-Burmese group. The literal meaning of the word Dimasa is the son of the big river. Di meaning water, Ma means big, and Sa means son. Thus, they consider themselves to be the descendants of the mighty Brahmaputra, which indicates that they might have lived by the bank of the river prior to the establishment of their capital at Dimapur, which is now in Nagaland. The Dimasa tribe are patriarchal, patrilineal and patrilocal people. The women do not have equal say in the society as men. The family normally consists of the husband, wife, unmarried children and unmarried brothers or sisters. The practice of monogamy and marriage by negotiation is common among them. Giving bride price is a practice among the Dimasa. This practice is called Kalti. Marriage outside the community is looked down upon. They go even to the extent of driving the couple out of the house if they marry outside the community. Divorce is rare. But if a husband proposes divorce, then he won't get the Kalti back. If the wife proposes divorce, then she should give the Kalti back to the divorced husband. They have 40 Shengpong, that is the male clan, and 42 Zuluk, that is the female clans. The son belongs to the father's clan and the daughter belongs to the mother's clan. The clan is exogamous, and so no marriage is possible between the girl and the boy of the same clan, and none can marry within his or her father's and mother's clan. The names of the clans are used as the surnames. The houses of the Dimasa are made of timber with mud-plastered bamboo walls and thatched roof. They have bachelor's dormitories for the youth called Nodrang. The young boys and girls are trained in the tradition of the tribe in these Nodrangs under the leadership of Nagahoja, that is the leaders for the boys, and Malahoja, that is the leaders for the girls respectively. They have a traditional village headman called Kunang, who discharges his duty with the help of the assistant Dilok. The minor cases like theft, elopement, disputes, etc. are tackled by the Kunang in the village itself. When women are involved, the elderly women of the village are invited for the trial. Otherwise, ladies are not invited. No function can take place in the village without the permission of the Kunang. He is selected by the village elders in a formal meeting. Traditionally, the oldest member of the village becomes the Kunang. Agriculture is the main occupation. They practice wet paddy cultivation in low plain areas and jhum or the shifting cultivation in hilly areas. They grow paddy, maize, mustard, cotton, pineapple, orange, etc. and rice is a staple food. Zao or the rice beer is their favorite beverages which they prepare at home and is usually taken during festivals or happy occasion. Chewing of betel nut is common among the Dimasas. They live in the green pastures and rear lots of animals. It is said that if a Dimasa girl does not know how to weave, she would find it difficult to find a husband. Perhaps that is the reason the Dimasa women are expert weavers. They have a patri or a local doctor who predicts and cures diseases by his magical power. He also performed the ritual dance with kram, that is the drum, and muri, that is the flute. They have rich folk tales that describe their culture and lifestyle. The dead are cremated if they are adults, but they bury the infants. At the death of a husband, wife unties her hair till the cremation is over. The Dimasas are animists. They also follow Hinduism in some form. They have 6 madais, that is gods, namely Sibrai, that is the Hindu god Shiva, Duraja, Naikuraja, Waraja, Ganyung Brayung and Hamdeado. Among these madais, Sibrai are the most revered. Animal sacrifices are offered during religious occasions. Rajni Gabra and Harni Gabra festivals are observed before the cultivation every year. Busu is a harvesting festival. Now let us go to the DEORI tribe. Their simplicity and hospitality helps to a great extent in maintaining good relationship with the neighboring communities. There are 3 divisions of the DEORI tribe, namely the Dibangya, Borgania and Tengapania. The Dibangya has 14 Jakus or the clans and Borgonia has 6. The Tengapania has no subdivisions or clans. Now with regard to marriage, exogamy is strictly followed. DEORI marriage or Sajuba is of 4 types. They are number 1, Barbia. This marriage is generally an arranged marriage which is celebrated for 3 days. Majubia is also arranged by the parents, but this is celebrated for only 2 days. For these 2 types of marriage, the groom is given dowry. Now the third type of marriage is Dharambia, which is celebrated for only 1 day, and Tamal Katiyabia is solemnized before a girl attains puberty. Widow remarriage is recognized among this tribe. Now Sariya Mata is a unique institution among the DEORI community. Through this, the members of a village help any member of the village for any kind of work. The women also have the institution called the Maiki Sariya Mata, by which the women also extend their helping hand to the needy person of a village. Rice beer is commonly served to the members of the Sariya. Morungor is a center for the training cum recreation for the unmarried youth. It also serves as a place of assembly for the youth responsible to guard and protect the village from external threats. All the elders of the DEORI villages are the members of the traditional village panchayat called the Mel. The village headman presides over the meetings of the Mel. The local issues of the village are generally decided by the Mel. After looking at the DEORI tribe, let us now focus on the LALUNG tribe. The LALUNGs, also known as the TIWAs, are one of the major tribes of Assam. They are found in the districts of Nagaon, Morigaon and in some parts of Kamrup, Lakhimpur, Jorhat, Dhemaji and Karbi Anglong of Assam. This tribe has 12 exogamous clans called the Kul, which is again subdivided into a number of sub-clans or Dhan Banga. Now each clan is identified by the surnames used. The marriage within the same clan is prohibited. The major festivals of the Tiwas are Mal Puja, Bison Kunwara Puja, Thal Puja, Sani Puja and Jankang Puja. The house where they do the religious rituals is called Bargor. A priest who is known as Gyati presides over the religious ceremonies. The Zolo, who is an expert in religious matters and folklore, assists the Gyati. The decision of the Gaumbura or the village headman in matters of anything concerning the village is considered as final, while Gyati's words are taken as absolute in matters of religion. The Lalungs from the plains and those from the hills differ in their dressing pattern. A Lalung man from the plains put on dhoti, a ganji or a shirt, while a hill Lalung uses a lengthi, which is a narrow stripe that just covers nakedness. Langri or the turban is worn by the elderly persons. The women put on mekhela extending up the knees and a chadar to cover the upper parts. So this is the mekhela chadar, which is very famous within Assam and other parts of India. Now the other special festive garments of the Lalung tribes are Singha, Riha, Sondia, Tenus, Seleng, Farke, Mankapor and Borkapor. The practice of the youth dormitories, which they call Deka Chang, has practically been done away with in the present days. Now with this, we come to the end of our session on the tribes of Assam. But before I end my session, I would like to sum up what we have done in the previous session and now. The tribal communities living in Assam have been able to preserve their unique identity along with the observance of the traditions and practices. But one cannot deny that the influence of the present day's way of thinking and acting, media and fashion is having adverse impact on the younger generation. The question of preserving the tribal identity with all its beauty is a major concern. Though there are a number of developmental schemes and programs introduced by the government, the level of development among the tribal communities has not happened as expected. People are still unaware of the available resources for their development. Taking advantage of the gullibility and simplicity of the tribal people, the practice of corruption is common. The problem also lies with implementation and monitoring of these schemes by the authorities responsible for the implementation of these development schemes. But Assam has also witnessed a number of communal disturbances based on the ethnic differences and accessibility to resources. The government and the civil society organization have been engaged in re-establishing peace and harmony among the tribes engaged in conflict by peace-building measures. The organizations have formed peace teams, are engaged in confidence-building measures, conflict resolution trainings, peace-building efforts and developmental activities. These initiatives have had some success in ending bloodshed, preventing conflicts and helping communities rebuild their life and relationship. With the disappearance of some of the traditional practices, values and ways of relating within the community, the question of identity is a serious one for the younger generation. School and college education has not helped them root themselves in their cultural and historical milieu. Physical and mental health issues are cropping up in the wake of the rapid changes that are taking place in lifestyle and food habits of the people. Assam is home to a number of ethnic groups. One can say that the beauty of Assam or incredible Assam lies not only in its flora and fauna but primarily in the peaceful coexistence of the various ethnic groups in the state with all the colorful dresses, festival, customs and practices. With this, we end the class on tribes in Assam. I hope it has been a wonderful learning experience for each one of you. Thank you.